Welcome back to Grown Folks Talking. I'm your host, CK Sees It, and I'm here with Cherelle. Per usual, we're going to be talking about the new DC film Blue Beetle. The new movie Blue Beetle, directed by Manuel Soto. No spoilers, just general review. Cherelle, give me your hot takes on the film.
Felt like it was the best DC movie in a while. And that's the only sentence I have to say for no spoilers, I feel like. And I've seen them all. I've seen Black Adam, Flash, the Justice League, Aquaman. Aquaman's one of my favorites, of course. I've seen them all. So Wonder Woman. And I feel like this is the best DC movie in a while. The cast and the crew were hungry.
Ooh, that's a great sentence. Hungry. I agree. I think I didn't see the Flash, this latest Flash. I've been following all the controversy surrounding the Flash and decided not to give them my money. And in the reviews and what people are saying, it disappointed a lot of fans. So my Flash is on the CW. That just finished its run, literally. But the last DC film that I was like, okay, good. I would say it was Aquaman. Shazam. The first Shazam was good, surprising, fun. I had no expectations. Justice League, the Zack Snyder cut was fine, but if you listen to my podcast, you know, it was so long, but I watched it during the pandemic, so I was able to cut it up in parts, and in parts, it definitely made more sense. But when you're talking about a film where we didn't know anything about Blue Beetle, I'll give you the quick premise. Jaime Reyes suddenly finds himself in possession of an ancient relic of alien biotechnology called the Scarab. When the Scarab chooses Jaime to be its symbiotic host, he's bestowed with an incredible suit of armor that's capable of extraordinary and unpredictable powers, forever changing his destiny as he becomes a superhero, Blue Beetle. It stars, I'm not going to butcher his name, but it stars the kid from Cobra Kai, the lead in that. I have high hopes that this film will be a shining moment for DC to get people to be excited about a new DC character that they may have not heard before or seen before. What were your highlights for the film?
My highlights were definitely how the heart of the film, and I feel like this isn't a spoiler, and you can see it through the trailer, is family. I feel like this is the first DC and Marvel character, both sides, that the heart of the character is their family. Like they're legit parents, sisters, uncles, whatever. I love how that was a major part in who he was and how he was shaped as a character.
I completely agree. I think that his origin story is different from most comic book origin stories in that the family was involved and integral into his story and this story, which was just a different spin, a different twist on the origin story of comic characters that we've seen on TV. I cannot speak for comic books. But yeah, the family, grandma, I will say everyone had a moment in the family. Everyone had a scene that made you excited to see what's next. Yeah.
I felt like they definitely used their budget right. I felt like there was no unnecessary scenes. I felt like there was no unnecessary characters. I felt like everything was, because the thing is, and I want to say this too when we do this, I feel like with this film and with any other film, they sit in hours and weeks and months and sometimes years long meetings to plan out this movie. So everything in movies is on purpose. So I feel like they used the budget. They had an amazing team and they used the budget well and in the right places. So hand clap for that. because they don't always get it right.
Right, I agree. I also want to shout out the director. We had the opportunity to meet the director in our day jobs, and I get the feeling that he's a purposeful director in piggybacking on everything had a point, like there was a meaning behind most things. There was no scene that was like, why is this here? This doesn't add to the story. And I feel like the subtle statement, the subtle social commentary in the film was subtle enough to where it makes its point around a superhero movie. And I thought that was executed very well. The director's name is Manuel Soto. So this is his first superhero movie. He's also a former Austinite, which is where we reside. He directed some of his previous works. He directed Charm City Kings. He did a short called Dinner Party, and he directed the TV miniseries Menudo, Forever Young. So one point that made me smile was the film was funny. It was comedy, not just from George Lopez, who we know as a comedian. Everybody, it was funny. And there was a lot of laughable moments, lots of laughs, kind of from beginning to end. Do you agree?
Yes.
Cool. And the action was good. Like you said, I won't belabor the issue, but special effects was good. The characters, Jaime, you really understood his story easily, and he was just kind of an unexpected or he never wanted to be a superhero. That wasn't what his mission was. He was just a regular student, just graduated from Gotham. I thought he had a shirt that had Gotham on it, Gotham City on it. I was like, oh, wink, wink, nod, nod. They live in a fictionalized border town called Palermo. Our director's from El Paso, so you saw a little influence of living in a border town, which I thought little nod, little subtlety on the social commentary. So, like the other non-spoiler review, on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you rating this film?
I'm going to give it a 9, and I want to give it a 10, but I feel like I want to save my 10s. So I'm going to give it a 9, but he did a fantastic job. Him and the whole crew did a fantastic job.
I would say for a DC comic movie, I'm right in the, I want to say 10. I want to say 10. So I'm going to say 10. I'm going to say this film was a 10. For movies, comic book movies all around, a 9. A 9. I think it'll do numbers. I think it'll put these actors, if they were, I think the acting was well done. I think this is a launching pad for director, actors all around. I also think it's very much going to be not just a movie, a moment in the terms of Black Panther, the first Black Panther. That's for the Latino community. I feel like Latinx community. I feel like it may do that in terms of representation, in terms of family perspective, and the superhero-ness of it all. So it's a good time.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, definitely a 10 for DC, 9 overall. That was a good, yes.
Yes. The only quibble I have is for kids, like for young kids. I base my perspective on taking my nephews who are 5 and 9 to the film. You got to know if your kids can play video games and are used to because there's violence. It's a comic book movie, so there's violence. So if your kids are used to that, I think they'll be fine. But if they don't play video games where it's a lot of shooting, a lot of shooting, or there are parts of it that could be scary when he transforms into the Blue Beetle that may be scary for someone a kid who's 5 and under, maybe 9 and under. Hey, hit it and quit it. Thanks so much, Cherelle. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.